Hello guys, welcome back to another video of me, Super7, and today my friends, we have an awesome video packed in this one because it's going to be a complete montage of every news video over the last 3 months. This is a celebration as 1.4.4 is right around the corner. If you're excited, make sure to smash that like button to be kept up to date with the latest and greatest news here on the channel. Without any further ado, here is everything coming in the 1.4.4 update. Platforms no longer stop your pesky ropes from getting in the way, and this is a GIF right here, just showing you the slime. And these guys are so cool. So these are going to be friendly slimes, not just like the slimes that really aggravate and get in your way and start attacking you. No, these slimes have hats, these slimes have pretend gear and stuff on. It's a really cool thing. This is a tweet coming from Victor Mora. This is the lead artist on Terraria. They have posted this tweet over on Twitter and it says, "Ever thought the jungle could have more birds? Here, have some araras." So for those of you who are like me and didn't know what araras are, they are actually a type of parrot called macaw. The next change is the true Excalibur now has a better swinging animation that makes it look like it's god tier. Finally giving justice to the true Excalibur. This one's good for the builders. We're finally going to be able to place those mana crystals and the life crystals so we can make our builds look extra special. Another sword has been reworked, the Terror Blade. This image shows a massive fight between Red and Relogic against the Empress of Light, showing just how awesome the new projectile animation is going to be for the Terror Blade. I must say I really like the direction they're going in making some of these swords look extra awesome and hopefully giving them an awesome buff. In the horizon, is that a bird or is that a seed? I know what it is. It's a brand new world seed that's going to be coming to Terraria in 1.4.4 that alters the world, and one of those alterations are a rainbow dungeon. It looks so cool. They've tweaked the way that accessories work, making them more useful. This is an awesome change for survivalists. Ever wanted to fish before? Ever thought about fishing on a toilet? Well, now you can. You can fish on a toilet. I really don't understand why Relogic felt we needed this, but at the end of the day, it's so cool and kind of funny. Remember that ocean build they made? Well, it looked a little bit like this, but they went ahead and did this to it. I'm not sure if it was able to do it before, but this mount can now break background walls. Whilst on the toilet humor, we have the fart cart. This is a brand new mount for the minecart system inside of Terraria. A new option to not have the world-based traps is also being added. This will make people's lives so much easier for those who don't want to mess around with traps. The final change for today is that nearly every item in Terraria that stacks is now increased to 9,999, making inventory space so much more friendlier. There was a user who actually turned around and said, "Why isn't it possible?" Now, this was referring to the caged animals and how at the moment you can't currently place them on top of each other. Because this update is a quality of love update, they have gone ahead and replied to this. And that comes in the form of Senix, who released this picture. Now, as you can see, this picture depicts that now we are going to be able to take all of our favorite cages and put them upon each other, and just look how awesome that is. We can have literally all of our different animals stacked upon each other. That is so cool. So to explain a bit, we've added Echo Coating, which behaves almost exactly like paint, but can be combined with other paints. Echo Coated stuff is invisible unless you have Echo Sight on. The monolith shown in the spoiler gives Echo Sight, much like the Spectre goggles do. So much like how we expected it to work, you do paint the objects. Once you have this effect active, you will be able to see anything with Echo Coating. I originally thought that this was something we could do to troll our friends by turning on and off a building, but since it's a buff and it's on a per player basis, obviously this isn't going to be the same as how I expected it to work. However, I think this is going to be such a cool thing anyways, because you're going to be able to have a base that you can't see unless you have this new effect on board. Hopefully we see loads of new adventure maps using this feature. A new feature that's being added to the game that I thought would be a good mention: we are now going to be able to see our pets inside of the character selection screen. This change is attention to detail and I really like that. For years now we've been able to see our equipables inside of the character selection screen, so it only makes sense that we can finally see our pet. Banners are going to be able to go on platforms and stairs, but this doesn't just include banners. This will include heart lanterns, regular lanterns, and fireflies in a jar. I think this is so awesome and I can't wait to use this feature. Red had this to say: "After 11 years, the angel statue will finally do something. We've come full circle." What do you guys think it's going to do? Tell me down in the comments down below. Any chance of us getting an end game upgrade to the Contaminator? The Contaminator is great for managing the corruption / crimson / hallow in the late game, but having an easy way to fully purify the world would be amazing. Maybe post Moonlord? To which Red decided to reply to with a cool emoji. Could this have something to do with the angel statue? My guess is as good as yours. Shiny Yo over on Twitter said, "Hi Demologic, could you make potions consumable in the piggy bank or make some kind of storage for the player to carry them more practically? Because when we are going to face the boss or explore the inventory, it is overloaded with potions." A user called Try replied saying, "Is this what the bag is for? Question mark?" To which Red once again replied with a cool emoji. The void bag is about to change in 1.4.4. Currently, when using the void bag, if you have it in your inventory and your inventory is full, items that fall to the ground will go to the void bag. However, Terraria has expanded upon this idea to make it even better. One of the first changes is the bag can now be toggled. This means that you can turn it on and off when you don't want it to pick up the items off the floor. Another awesome feature added to the void bag: when in an open state, you can use the materials within to craft items. This will make it easier for you to gather items from the void bag ready for crafting. So we previously spoke about a way to use potions when they're not in your inventory. If you now place your potions inside of the void bag, when the bag is in the open state, you will be able to use these potions when quick buffing. Finally, we have a way in order to make our potions portable. Also, when in open state, you can now send your loot to the nearest chest. If you wish to keep any of the loot in your void bag, you can now favorite your items within the void bag, and this will mean that they won't be moved to the nearest chest. Another feature: when looting a chest, any of the excess items that don't make it into your inventory will now be sent to the void bag. Chippy was asked to share it out with everybody, and this is what it is. As part of Terraria 1.4.4, we are going to be getting a brand new world seed, and this world seed, well, it's an Easter egg, and if you go ahead and use this title, you will spawn into a world with a new equipable item that will make you into a wolf. Now this is pretty cool, honestly. There are animations for this wolf when you are chopping wood. There is also animations for when you have the finch staff out, and if you are using it, the finch will actually sit on your head. I'm going to make sure I show you guys some of the gameplay from this because it looks so cool. And also coming from Line4's over on Twitter, we got another spoiler. This spoiler comes in the form of dyes. You're going to be able to use dyes on your character, which is now a wolf, and it's going to look so cool. I can't wait to see what it looks like when we use rainbow dye or flame dye, even intense rainbow dye. As it stands with our accessories and our armor, if we wanted to go fishing and then switch our loadout simultaneously to fight a boss, we would have to go home and then switch out our accessories and our armor. However, the quality of life update has gone ahead and made your life so much easier by adding a brand new system that allows you to have extra loadouts on your character. This means you can simultaneously change between different loadouts. If you want to go fight Moonlord, change to one where you have armor. If you want to go fishing, change to the one that allows you to have your fishing accessories and go and do some fishing. If you want to go and be a builder, then this will allow you to get your best builder loadouts. Before we start, it is my dad's 60th birthday, so everybody say happy birthday to Papa Fudge. Moving on, we have some news coming from Senix over on Twitter. This shows that the Beastery is now going to have a new tracking system that shows you how many of a certain type of enemy you have slain. This will act as a tracker that allows you to keep tabs on how many enemies you've killed. Over on Twitter, Line4's announced that we were getting infected mud grass. This means that infections will no longer dry out mud, as currently when using the contaminator to infect the crimson or the corruption, it will dry out the mud, and usually when you use the contaminator to change it back to its pure state, it doesn't return back to mud. So it's nice to see that mud is now going to have an infected variant. It's also nice that once you've spreaded one of the crimson or corruption, if you wish to get rid of the infection and change it back to a jungle biome, you're now going to be able to do that a lot easier. This spoiler revealed that we are going to be getting 17 new entities, and we already knew this since we've already seen 10 new entities already, the town slimes and the macaws. The question is, what are the other entities? It was announced that we would be getting a brand new change to the mushroom biome. This change is quite small but still very awesome. As it stands in Terraria, players can paint objects. Usually this doesn't have much an effect other than cosmetically. However, for the mushroom biome, this is going to change. Now when players paint mushroom trees or mushroom grass blocks, the light color that it emits will change. It will now match the same color dynamically as what you painted the object. Jim was showing off some of the returning blocks. If you don't know, these textures were originally changed. These are for the emerald blocks, the gold blocks, and some demonite blocks. This is going to be nice for builders as it's going to give them even more blocks to build with, further increasing creativity. It's really interesting how Terraria can do something so small, but yet have such a big impact on the community. It's going to be interesting to see how these blocks work and how they're obtained. So that is everything coming in the 1.4.4 update that we know as of right now. There could be more features coming in the future, and if you guys want to find out about these, then make sure to subscribe to the channel right now and make sure you turn on all notifications. Don't forget to check out my link tree. Anyways guys, I've been Silver7, you've been absolutely awesome, and I shall see you guys next time. Goodbye.